Okay, World 6 is done. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to World 7, folks. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video of Mardiman Make Your Levels, where I showcase my levels. And it's another 5 levels done, which means we made it to World 7, folks. This is, of course, pretty much a more complete, competent world that we have set for today. Of course, we have ourselves some magma around. Hope you guys look forward to today's level. This level is going to be quite interesting, and I dedicated a good amount of time on this level. Hopefully it comes out as a very well-made level. We'll have to wait and see. And the level is not this one, actually. But while we're at it, I'm going to point out what this level is. This level that I will be tackling is it was basically last month's level, which is the road to Silly Iggy. And yeah, that's not the newest level, but I'm gonna go and play it and skip ahead, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, and just like that, that level's done. So once you complete that level, you have a branching paths of 2 different levels to go into. Now, before I go into that, where I have these 2 placed is not final, and I'm gonna explain to you why. I originally have this level right here is actually gonna be on the left when I post this video, while this level over here will be posted on the far right when I post this video. And here's how I explain why. I thought that this level is what I thought it was, until, like, I was playing the Super World again, because obviously I would have to play for all the Super World to, I'll have to play all the Super World just to, remember where it, just to get a memory banks of how everything is. And I thought this level was what I thought it was, but apparently it wasn't. I was thinking of something else, and I was dumb. So, as I upload this video, I'm gonna be swapping, God damn it. I'll be swapping this level on the right to the left, and this level on the left to the right. But basically, this level right here, the yellow space level, that's what I'll be calling it, that's gonna be over here, is actually the Koopa the Quick's race. That's basically what that level is, in case you were wondering. And that level is going to be moved over here after I upload this video, or after I record this, actually, because I'm recording this right now, and I'm already this deep in the Super World, and I want to record of what Super World I made so far. So, yeah. But the new level that we're showcasing today is actually over here. This level, which will, of course, be moved over to this side, is actually the level we're going to be showcasing today. If you guys want to try the level for yourself, here is the code on screen. While I'm at it, of course, the ID for the World Maker is on the top right, if you guys want to try that out for yourself. But this level right here, let's go ahead and try this out for ourselves. This is Ice Cap, the Sonic Adventure Director's Cut version of Ice Cap, not Sonic Free. This is specifically Ice Cap of from Sonic Adventure, and a comparison will be on probably the bottom left. It's definitely gonna be on the left side of the video, I'll say that. And we start off this little cave bit, then we exit out the miniature cave, and of course, like, we have here this gigantic, like, land. We also have a little dead end over here, which, well, in the original game, it is kind of like representing something kinda, like foreshadowing a later part of the level, which we'll talk about later. But of course, what we're going to be doing next, we're going to have to spring ourselves up here, and we're going to enter this small cavern, where we must climb up, and we must, like, carefully but surely get ourselves across here. Once we get up to here, we gotta take this rocket, which takes us into this little cavern area. When we're in this cavern area, hit a checkpoint. And we're in this little cave area that's housed by a gigantic caterpillar. We just climb up here. Obviously I had to, like, go through, I had to go through, Sonic Adventure Director's Cut, the actual level structure to, mimic everything that it is. I had to convert a 3D level in 2D. Of course, like, every bit that I'm traveling, comparing what it is, which is probably just skipping here and then, mainly just to get to what I replicated. Yeah, there's that. Then right over here, this is actually our exit. As you can see, it's blocked off by this cannon thing. We need to get rid of it. How do we get rid of it? Well, we're gonna have to go up. I spent a good 5 hours on making this level. I made sure that everything looks nice and beautiful, and kind of one-to-one recreation of the original game. I also made sure that everything worked good, and made sure that everything kind of matches up. Not exactly, but close enough. Which you can clearly see on this bottom left of the screen. I'm very proud of this, actually. Although, like, I think making the Sonic Free version of Ice Cap may be a much better idea, because it is a 2D level and it's really easy to just copy and paste a 2D level. But I think, like, I'm not screwing up a lot. I think, like, recreating a 3D level can definitely show, like, how challenging it is to make it. And, like, people have made Bob-omb Battlefield from Mario 64 in Mario Maker. And of course people made a few 3D levels in Mario Maker. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna cut to where I was. Because I'm dying a lot. Come on. These snowmen could be a nuisance. But like I said, you can jump on their heads and they're down pretty easy. That being said, of course I hidden 5, well, technically, there's, yeah, 5 big coin trap levels. There's, like, say, if you wanna get a good, like, completion, you could. Although 3 of them, for certain, won't be as hidden. Anyways, you must climb up here, of course. And, I was scared for a second, because that guy's gonna be here. Now, here's something I completely forgot. For some reason, I thought this was a light dash segment. But no, my memory was wrong. It was actually just a ice bridge. I was stupid. But you know what, whatever. Anyways, you work your way up, and you must activate this block, which will follow a straight path all the way back down. So it will eventually turn around and destroy this cannon, which then opens the pathway to exit out of the cave. Now, for the best parts of the entire game. I love this part, and fun fact, the reason why I made this level, this was actually in the same month Sonic the Movie 2 came out. One of my favorite scenes of that movie is the snowboarding scene. Basically, we must ride this Buzzy Beetle. This is like a little automatic, and let magic happen. Whoa! Look at that fast-paced action! And look at those jumps. And here's the triple jump. 1, 2, 3! Mission 53 completed. Woo! Now that is what I am talking about. Like I said, I dedicated a good amount of time in this level. I spent a good 5 hours on this level. Make sure everything works right. Make sure everything works good. Make sure that everything is looking right. Now, of course, there's some liberties, but we'll get to that in a second. So, of course, while we're at it, because, like, this level is more of a technical level, than the level on the right, and I will swap these around. Doing the more, like, technical level, where you have to do more than just be an automatic, because there is an automatic section on that one, but you still have to do a lot of puzzle action before you get to it. I want to put over here, after I'm done with this recording, of course, because if you do the harder variant, you'll be rewarded with 2 mushroom houses instead of 1. Like, this sand level will basically just only give you 1, so it's like, it's the easiest level, so therefore you're only getting less lives. And even then, it's luck. By the way, I was testing a stream on this, and like, there actually ain't very much, like, luck. Like, I always thought that this is a button mashing game, but it turns out, like, I'm not even barely mashing. Oh, okay, I actually do get a 1. But previous times when I was trying it, and there's actually proof of that, I actually was testing, I believe, in a previous stream. But I was barely button mashing it at all, and I still somehow got a 5 up somehow. Wow, I got a 5 up, and I didn't even get to try. I don't even know what this is based off. I'm clipping this and showing us, like, what is the... Is it completely random? I think it's random. I don't know if it's random or it's based on certain intervals. I don't know. I always thought you gotta I always thought you have to button mash really good in order to get it. But here I am just doing it like this. It's like, okay, what's the tactic then? I don't know what the variables of that one is, but I don't know, it's kind of beyond me, but I digress. Anyway, so this level right here, by the way, is the, this level right here is actually the, Hailfire, Peaks, level. This is one where you just basically, it's a lava level / fire level. But, of course, like, the castle's nowhere to be seen. So we're just gonna go ahead and beat this level real quickly, and, show the ending. I realized that You Rock Player actually has a good meaning. I'll probably leave this part in the video because, seems that, like, this ending bit of this level actually has a good meaning. Like, this is probably, like, say, a last level, but there's always, like, bonus content after this. So, I digress. But yeah, when you defeat that, the actual boss will show up. Or the actual, like, final level will show up. And of course, this level right here is, trying to remember where it was. Oh yeah, it was, it's the Gruntilda boss fight. That's what it is. The Gruntilda boss fight. That's what this level is. So yeah, that is basically, my Super World. If you guys want to try it out, it's right up there on the top right of the screen. And, yeah, go ahead and check it out. Of course, after I upload this, or after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna swap these 2 levels. I'm gonna swap these 2 levels, to their actual positions. This is my fault on my part. So, yeah. So that was that. In fact, you know what? I'll do it right now, actually. Alright, I'm re-uploading it now. So now the changes have been made. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, but now, all of that aside, let's go ahead and finally showcase the level in action. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right onto it, shall we? So, what do I have to say? So for this first bit, and I dedicated like a good hour on this first part of the level. So, obviously, I had to replicate an entire beginning section. For starters, we had to make a little cave-in, but I also don't want to make it too high on the level because I want to put something else there. But yeah, I put a little cave-in here. Also had to make sure it's a one-way exit. And, obviously I had to make the entire, like, slanted slope that goes down. And, of course, had to replicate this little ice, blockade. This mysterious ice blockade. Better yet, in the vanilla game, you can actually go all the way up the hill, where there's, like, a full dead-end blockade as well. Which, well, you can't actually do so. If you do, probably would not matter, because, yeah, the whole entire area is blocked. But, yeah. Not only I made this part, well, this part I made first, but I also want to make sure that I want to also make sure you revisit this area when you, complete the cave area. So, and, like, this little area of the level in the original game seems like to be, like, part of the third act of Ice Cap. It's just that because you're on a snowboard and you're accelerating so fast that you just break the ice in the original area that you were at. And that's what it seems to be replicating, kinda like. So that being said, of course, we have to make sure you pass by the same similar area. And yes, I had to make sure that I get this entire section working before I finally create the caves and something like that. Like, this part I did after I made, it's like I said, I spent a good hour on this part, where I had to make sure that this entire first sled section works, and I also had to make sure that, it interconnects perfectly. Once I finished with that finally, I decided to make the little cavern. It's a side area, although you can completely skip it with, obviously the jump number pads, or with some speedrun tricks regarding a spin dash jump. But, this area is like where a casual person would go to. You just go up here, and this is where you interact with the icicle for the first time. And then you also take a rocket, which obviously I can replicate, so the only way I can make it work is with a Skeletor that launches like that. And obviously I have to make sure it connects to this little pipe here, which then leads into the cavern area. Once you're in the cavern area, as you can see, when you enter, you can see this cool, unique effect where, like, okay, you exit here, but there's an entrance here. So you might want to try to enter the same way. Yeah, there's a checkpoint here. It's kind of like there in the original game. While we're on the subject of checkpoint, there was actually a checkpoint right here. I didn't put one there because, well, obviously you can only have one checkpoint per sub-area. So I think, like, I should probably treat the checkpoints when you're doing, like, Act 2 or Act 3. Because there is, like, 3 acts, technically, when doing this. And obviously, like, I had to, like, replicate, like, the entire thing. And obviously I had to slowly watch the video step by step to make sure that, everything kind of simulates, the type of cavern you're exploring. This is where most of your skill comes in. And, obviously in the original game, they actually use icicles instead of, like, vines. However, for this game, because the icicles kill you when you touch them, instead of, like, you grab onto them to rotate around and then jump together, I obviously cannot use these. So, instead, after I finish creating the entire level, I decide, well, for decoration purposes, I'll just plaster them around areas where you can't get hurt by, so they'll just be part for decoration of anything. But yeah, I couldn't use these because they're not like Sonic Adventure, you can just grab onto them and then just jump. Although, I wish it was the case. But unfortunately, it ain't what it is. So, unfortunately, I have to use vines, which they work kind of the same, but don't worry about that. And obviously, I had to make sure a lot of springs, you can't grab the spring so you can break the level. Technically, you could possibly touch this spring, but the hard part is trying to, like, land on this particular spot without touching the spike. So and even then, you can't even take it up there anyway, and if you do, you're probably gonna get trapped down here. So, don't try to break this level. You can do the same for here, but obviously, if you throw it up here, you'll be trapped. Of course, now obviously I have to make sure that, we have this entire task here you have to do. You gotta, like, it's locked in. The only way to unblock it is to destroy it. So, yeah, I kind of made it a very unique way. It's one of those, like, Kaizo creational type situations. And boy, did it work. Boy, did that work. But, anyway, so let's go and work our way here. If there's a lot of empty space, but you can actually go in that area, I decided to put a 10 coin there. Now, there's 5 coins, we'll talk about that in a second, but this is where the first coin is. But anyways, so, climb up here. I'm not sure why I thought this was a light dash area. I'm just stupid. I guess I should have, like, I remember how the rest of the level goes. Like, I even completely omitted that there's a checkpoint here. But, honestly, that's fine, because, like, there's just acts instead of checkpoints. Whatever. No big deal. And, of course, I had to replicate, like, a way to, like, somewhat replicate the jump pad situation. But, mainly, I just want to make sure that this is, like, your main goal. You gotta activate this, which then creates a path. Jump on pad number 1. So, like, 1, 2... Okay, let's say that, like, you jump, and this is 1... Well, wait, hold on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, like, it jumps 9 times, kinda. Well, technically 10, because he goes left first, then down. I don't know, but anyway, so obviously I had to make sure it's a clear path, and I kind of made it interesting in terms of where it is. Now, I have to make sure it's a clear path that follows the way down. I can't obviously make it go by that way. But luckily, it found a way through, and I was able to use it, and that's good. That's exactly what I needed. If you activate it, it will unblock the path, which then allows you to go forward. And then, of course, we finally get one of my favorite all-time parts. Now, the closest thing I'm gonna get to, like, a radical snowboard is a Buzzy Beetle on a shell. So I created this little contraption, where the moment you leave, hit this checkpoint, of course. The moment you hit this P-switch, you'll be able to walk forward, but you'll also be able to release a Buzzy Beetle. And it will be stuck in this contraption until the P-switch runs out. Now, obviously, you gotta hit this on switch, which of course will make sure to get rid of the floor around you, and you'll be perfectly standing on top of the Buzzy Beetle. And when the P-switch runs out, it's snowboarding time, baby. You of course perfectly snowboard, and then just go around that. By the way, since the on-off switch is disabled, I made this unique effect where when it's disabled, this chomper will fall down and explode the ice, like you're actually exploding the ice like in the original game. And that's just cool. Now, here's something that's not in the original. Well, technically it is, but like, there's this gigantic middle section of Sonic Adventure where he's just snowboarding. And obviously this is not replicated shot for shot at all. But I had to replicate an entire, like, section where you just snowboard across and just snowboard across and then just make this radical jump here. Oh wait, perfectly aligned, by the way. Of course you do enter a cave, a few caves actually, so I guess I had to include some cave here to add some similarity. But of course, when you jump off here, then we resume the singularity. So, at the end of the zone, there is a big triple jump. And it's one of the most iconic, like, big jumps you can make in the game. And if you perfectly pull it off, then you'd be able to fly way high, way far than usual, man. But basically, I also had to make, and obviously this is like a little automatic section. Like, the third checkpoint is more of an automatic section. But anyway, so you bounce, and you will automatically get the second coin, which is a 10. And then onto this area. And then bounce on the third coin, which is on this bridge area. You get a little bit of extra speed on here. And then bounce on this, and you can barely grab the third coin. And in Mission 53, if you're doing mission mode of Sonic Adventure GX, there's a mission where you have to perform 3 super jumps. And when you do that, we create this little checkered flag here to, like, create a nice looking effect of course, like, you fulfilling a mission complete as you just pass by the mission condition and then just pass by and then hit that. And to top it all off, when you hit the flagpole, which by the way, because it's automatic, yeah, you'll definitely hit it. You will guaranteedly get a 10, like you won a sports Olympic game. Which by the way, there's misconception whether or not that, like, the checkered flag will always be moving, regardless of your situation. Funny enough, no matter, like, when you start the snowboard, or when after, like, say, imagine, like, say you wait, like, 3 seconds, 1 second, or whatever, when you hit this P switch, it doesn't matter, because, like, when you hit this piece, because, like, the ending bit of the level doesn't actually move until you're in this close proximity. So, that actually made it perfect, because, like, the moment you land the snowboard and then hit the checkered flag, you get a automatic 10 points no matter what. So, waiting actually kind of doesn't change it. And that actually makes it more fun. Now, there's one last secret. If for some weird reason you want to abandon your snowboard at the very end, and you want to go exploring for some reason, you can go left, actually. If you want to, you can go left. And just for exploring, there's a cheeky little 30 coin right here for you to pick up if you want to, like, get yourself, like, maybe a free life or whatever. You can if you want to. Now, technically you could, like, somewhat see it when you snowboard down, but come on, who would not miss out the opportunity to see this cool triple jump take action? But if you wanted to backtrack and explore, you can get this coin right here, and that will give you an extra life. Like I said, this is one of my best creations I created so far. I'm very proud of what I created, to be frankly honest with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this level I made of Ice Cap from Sonic Adventure. Not Sonic 3, Sonic Adventure. I hate to miss the confusion there. But, yeah. I really enjoy making this. But anyways, folks, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe, bell notification turned on. And, that being said, this is Mardiman signing out. Have yourself a fantastic night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.